Mule train, mule train, clippity-clopping over hill and plain. Seems as how they never stop. Clippity-clop, clippity-clop, clippity-clippity, clippity-clippity, clippity-clopping along. There's a plug of John tobacco for rancher and Corona, a guitar for a cowboy way out in Arizona, a dress of calico for a pretty Navajo. Get along, Mule! Get along there, boy! Mule train, mule train, clippity-clopping along the mountain range. Soon they're gonna reach the top. Clippity-clop, clippity-clop, clippity-clippity, clippity-clippity, clippity-clopping along.
There's some cotton thread and needles for the folks away out yonder, a shovel for a miner who left his home to wander, some rheumatism pills for the settlers in the hills. Get along, Mule! Yoo-hoo! Get along, boy! Yee-hee! Get along! Get up there, you ornery critter, you! It ain't never dried up like that before. It ain't right. Dumb critters, trusting a man, depending on him. You ought to have better sense than to follow me. You'll be bones like them there. Colt 45 and Sharp's rifle. There's gotta be people, and there's gotta be water. Come on.
You both seen him draw, didn't you?
Yeah, we've seen him.
Trouble's gonna be convincing the marshal.
Lucky for you his gun was fired, Rollins. That's a pretty safe alibi.
Yeah, self-defense. That's what the law says.
If it didn't, I'd run you in for murder. And another thing, you're all through making travelers pay for water.
Listen, Marshal, we stretched canvas and built this water hole.
If it hadn't been for all the work we've done here, that water'd dry up or sink in the sand.
It's still government land and government water, and nobody's gonna control it. You'll get a lot of thanks as long as this canvas holds out, but the water stays free.
Get packed. We're pulling out of here.
Before you leave, water that Skinner's mules and load his body in the wagon.
Pass me by without so much as a howdy-do. Man's getting mighty highfalutin when he can't even recognize his old friends. Probably spits on his badge all day, polishing and a-shining it. Scared people won't recognize how important he is.
Can I give you a hand, Smokey?
I'm surprised you remembered my name. Doggone it, Gene, I only been away 8 years. I knew your pappy when he was marshal. And shooting or not, he was civil enough to answer when he was spoke to.
Still the same old Smokey. Always afraid nobody will talk to you.
Well, I wouldn't blame him. I can't remember the last time I slept further than 10 feet from a pack mule. I know how it is, Gene. A man like you don't want no desert rat around, having to apologize to his wife for letting him in the parlor.
You're a little fast there, Smokey. I'm still traveling single.
Well, by thunder, I'll fix that. I'm appointing myself a committee of one to find a gal for you. Hey, look, The water's gone. Thirstiest mules I ever saw.
Sabotage, that's what it is.
Well, it's the best thing that ever happened. Now we can build a real water hole, one that won't never dry up.
The heat must be getting you, Smokey.
Is that so? Well, I'll show you. Got these mules loaded for a good reason. You know what this is?
Magic powder, I suppose.
Better than magic. Milled it myself and baked it in the blacksmith forge. This is gonna change the history of the West. This here is what you call natural cement. Folks never heard of it out this way, but back east they build canals out of it. Cement that'll make a wall that'll stand like stone.
Where'd you find it?
Latigo Canyon. Me and my partner got acres of it, enough to last 100 years.
Don't sound like you, Smokey, taking on a partner.
Yeah, feller by the name of Judd Holbrook, the grouchiest, orneriest character you ever laid eyes on.
What are you doing here? Who are you and what do you want?
We're looking for Judd Holbrook.
Well, you found him.
We've got a message for you from the sheriff's office.
A message? You mean legal notice trying to grab this land? Now, get riding. I ain't no mood for a process service.
We're coming in, Judd.
We'll be back.
I'll be waiting for you.
Hey, Smokey. Your cement's dry, and it's hard as a rock.
I thought you'd be apologizing. Feast your eyes, son. The first cement reservoir this side of the Alleghenies.
Well, it'll be full and running over by nightfall.
I think I'll mosey over to Trail's End. There's talk of building a dam over there, and they ought to know about this cement.
Well, once they see what it'll do, they wouldn't use anything else.
Hey, why don't you come along with me? Maybe you can sort of help sell the idea.
I was riding that way, but promoting's a little out of my line.
You're working for the U.S. government, ain't you? And that's the people. Now stick that badge in your pocket and come on.
I guess I could take my badge off.
Now you're talking. I'll drive the wagon for you, and we can drop it off at the next town.
What about your mule train?
All them ignorant mules would follow me if I sleepwalked off the edge of a mountain. That's Brady's office over there. He's the contractor that's going to build the dam.
I'll be around if you need me. I'm going to telegraph my office and let them know where I am.
Wait a minute. Brady's busy. You don't want to be interrupted.
You try that again, you'll get your hair parted.
What's going on here?
He was trying to get past me.
Can't a man get in to see Sam Brady?
I'm Brady. What do you want?
I got some ideas about building that dam.
I can get it built without any outside help. Get him out of here.
Yes, just a minute, Sam. Can't do any harm to talk to him.
Well, if you want to waste time, it's all right with me.
Come in. We're having a meeting about specifications for the dam.
Then I'm just in time.
Make it an accident.
You didn't tell us your names.
Smoky Argyle.
This is Mr. Bancroft, appointed by the town merchants.
Howdy do.
Mr. Chalmers of the Land Company.
Howdy.
And Mr. Hodges, president of the Trails End Bank.
How do you do?
And I'm John McKnight, representing the cattlemen.
Pleased to meet you.
This gentleman's going to tell us how to build the dam.
And I got the material to build it with, too. Now, clay and crushed rocks are going out of style. If you want to build a reservoir that's safe, that'll stand protecting your grandchildren, you'll build with cement, the same as they did the Erie Canal.
But there's never been any cement found in the West.
They has now.
But we're not millionaires. We can't spend that kind of money.
Even if this man has found cement, it might be low grade and crumble under pressure.
Well, it won't give way like that dam you built in Sumac County, killing 12 men.
I think we can blame the heavy rains for that.
If you know anybody else that has the wagons and the equipment, they can have the job.
Now, Sam, you know we can't find anyone else.
I'm afraid we can't do business, Mr. Argyle, but we're grateful that you come in. Perhaps after you've established yourself and proved your cement.
Well, proving it's just what I'm gonna do.
Here!
Hey, Smokey, look out! Come back here, you dead-burn coward!
Why didn't you stop when you hit that mast?
None of your business, is it?
I'm making it my business.
Come on, hit him, Chief. That's the boy. That's it.
What's the matter? Ain't my bats good enough for you? They're only 15 cents. Good soap.
That's one of Brady's men. He tried to run me down on purpose.
Then I don't suppose you sold him your idea.
They wouldn't even listen to me.
Here you are, mister. Kind of got yourself mixed up a bit there.
Well, thanks.
One of the most artistic beatings I ever did see. Brady's men think they own this town. It's time somebody called their bluff. Only trouble is, we got the doggone sheriff.
From what I've seen, this town could use a new sheriff. Maybe it's already got one.
It has. And the street fighting is out. The next time it happens, mister, you're going to jail.
I bet that jail sure gets crowded.
You're welcome to try it. Anytime.
It wasn't his fault, Sheriff. The other fella jumped him.
I don't care whose fault it was. Brawls like that lead to shooting, and I'm not running that kind of a town. All right, don't stand around now. Keep moving.
Prettiest sheriff I ever did see. She ain't married, is she?
Not that gal. She come through here with a carnival. Doing a trick riding act and sharpshooting. Town needed a sheriff, and I guess we needed the advertising, too.
She seems to handle the job all right.
Yeah, she's got her deputies when things get rough.
We couldn't get near the place.
Yeah, look what he done to my brand new hat. I sent all the way to Chicago for it, too.
Hey, you forgot to pay me the
You Get a posse together. We're gonna serve those papers.
I got a good man here to ride with you.
I'll pick my own men, thanks.
Hey, Bud, who shot at you?
Crazy fella named Judd Holbrook.
Your partner?
Yeah, that's why he didn't come into town with me. He had a feeling something was gonna happen.
What kind of papers do you suppose they'd be trying to serve him?
I don't know, but Judd's got an all-fired temper. We better find him before that posse does. Judd ought to know where to hide. He knows every inch of this valley.
There's the posse. They're heading toward those wagons.
That's where the dam's gonna be, right across that canyon.
See anybody pass this way?
Yeah, just a few minutes ago, I saw a rider heading up into those rocks.
There he is, Smokey. Come on, Smokey.
What are you doing here?
We're looking for the same man you're after.
When I need your help, I'll ask for it.
The marshal might get in trouble not telling a sheriff which way a man escaped.
She didn't ask me. There's always a chance he might double back here.
Yeah, if the posse ain't caught him by now. Coyote. You know, sometimes it sounds like the ghosts of men that used to live here. Poor devils. They couldn't make the land pay a homesteading and grubbing for gold. And all the time, they was setting right over a fortune in cement if they'd only knowed what it was.
Your partner must have left here in a hurry.
Oh, that door's always flying open. Them ghosts are running in and out, you see.
Since when does a ghost need a door?
About the only thing you can say for this place is it's better than living outdoors. Someday, I'm gonna fix
Hey, Smokey. Bolt that door and pull down the shade. Judd's here and he's been wounded.
Yeah?
Take it easy.
Come on out, Judd. It's me, Smokey.
Get him on that couch.
How'd you know he was here?
There was blood on that doorknob. Take it easy, old-timer. Hey, your partner's in pretty bad shape.
Partner? He's been lying to you. He ain't nothing but a hired hand.
I sold you the land, didn't I?
Yes, sure he did. Trying to skin me out of $50.
Who's there?
Sheriff's posse, open up.
How do I know who you are? You're not wearing any badges.
Well, this ain't our regular job.
Then you better go back and get a warrant.
You got Judd Holbrook in there.
Might be hold-up men, Smokey. I'm gonna shoot through the door.
Still watching. We gotta hide him.
If I sent a rose to you for every time you made me blue, you'd have a room full of roses.
They've got Judd Holbrook in there.
If I
Come on.
sent a rose of white for every time I cried all night, you'd have a room full of roses. And if you took the petals and you tore them all apart, you'd be tearing at the roses just the way you tore my heart. If someday you're feeling blue and you could send some roses too, well, I don't want a room full of roses. I just want my arms full of you. Who is it?
The sheriff, open up. This is the only search warrant I need.
You don't even need that.
What's that bandage for?
The hand axe slipped when I was chopping kindling. Plumb near took my hand off.
Judge had plenty of time to get away with these two covering for him.
Seems to me you're mighty anxious to catch up with Judd Holbrook.
He's wanted in court. And I won't have him or anyone else taking pot shots at my deputies.
Yeah, and he's gonna have 2 lawsuits against him by the time I get through with him. Look what he done in my new hat.
Is this the court order you tried to serve him?
It's a suit to quit claim, but that's a legal term you wouldn't understand.
Why don't they say what they mean instead of the party of the first part and all these highfalutin words?
You're just stalling to help Judd make his getaway. Come on. You'll learn something about law if I find out you've helped Judd escape.
That's what you call obstructing justice, isn't it?
Smokey. We've got to get him to a doctor.
There's a buckboard outside.
No. I'm going to die. I don't need any help from a doctor. Pull off my boots, will you?
You ain't gonna die, Judd.
You ain't been right once since I've known you. take off my boots. There's papers inside. That's the deed proving I own the land. Smokey, you're cantankerous fool. But I ain't got anybody else to leave anything to. That's my will. Leaving the land to you.
But I never said I wanted it.
Oh, it's our king. Don't be a fool, Smokey. That's a fortune in cement. If you don't let them take it away. Yeah.
You hear that? They knowed he was gonna die.
You're gonna have a fight on your hand holding this land.
I don't even know who I'm fighting.
Brady. His name was on that summons the sheriff had. He dug up a land grant from some old homesteader. He's using it to try to prove he owns the property.
Well, he won't get away with it.
There's one way to beat it. Both parties have to be in court. You can't serve papers on a man you can't find.
You mean let them think the judge's still alive?
Why not? Just go ahead like nothing had happened. When you show the town's committee what your cement will do, you still might get that contract for the dam.
Well, we can try. I'll hitch up the buckboard. I reckon Judd would like to sleep out alongside the trail where he can sort of keep his eye on things.
These wooden sidewalks just won't stand up.
No, or to have one made out of cement. It'd last forever.
Huh? What's that? Congratulations, Mr. Mulkey. We're gonna build you the finest sidewalk in town.
And it won't cost you 1 red cent, neither. We're gonna show these doubting Thomases around here what cement'll do.
Hey, that sounds like a great idea. What are you talking about?
What's the idea?
Oh, get out of there! Hey, hey, that's my cement! Don't do that! Now, see what you done there?
What are you pounding that shovel for, scaring our horses?
Well, now, wait a minute.
You're just a troublemaker, that's what you are. I ought to put your face in that stuff. As a matter of fact, I think I will.
Oh, now, wait a minute. No, you wouldn't. Oh!
How about my shave?
That'll learn you to mess up my cement. Give it to him, Gene. That's it.
Take a good look. It says sheriff, and it means what it says.
Am I supposed to stand here and let him tear up the sidewalk?
These two men didn't make any trouble before you hit town.
Maybe we ought to just stood there and hollered for help.
If you had, you wouldn't be going to jail.
I'll take that gun.
It's all right, Smokey.
Bring them along.
I hope you stay there.
Oh, help, please, somebody get me out of here!
Take them inside and lock them up.
Jean, why don't you tell her? No sheriff can arrest you, can they?
It's all right, Smokey. We'll get ourselves a lawyer.
Why, certainly. Bud, remind me to get them a lawyer the first thing in the morning.
Go on.
Hey, Sam, I want to see you. They got me worried about that cement. It might stop work at the dam.
It hasn't stopped anything yet, has it?
I know, but you got a lot of money tied up in that freighting equipment.
You mean the bank has a lot of money tied up, don't you, Mr. Hodges?
That's what I was talking about. You keep telling me about how business has fallen off since the railroad came in.
Well, then you'd better make sure that committee of yours doesn't get any ideas. If my teams don't work, the bank doesn't get paid. You might find yourself in the freighting business.
Hey, how about some of that coffee?
Well, wait till I get through with this number.
Where'd you get that guitar?
Chicago, out of a catalog.
Don't even know how to hold it.
Huh?
You don't even hold it right.
All right, bright boy. Let's see what you can do with it.
Come along, boys, and listen to my tale. I tell you of my troubles on the old Chisholm Trail. Come a tie, yippee, yippee, yay, yippee, yay. Come a tie, yippee, yippee, yay. Woke up one morning on the old Chisholm Trail, a rope in my hand and a cow by the tail. Come a tie, yippee, yippee, yay, yippee, yay. Tie, yippee, yippee, yay. It's cloudy in the west, looking like rain. My derned old slicker's in the wagon again. Come a tie, yippee, yippee, yay, yippee, yay. Come a tie, yippee, yippee, yay. With my knees in the saddle and my seat in the sky, I'll quit punching cows in the sweet by and by. Come a tie, yippee, yippee, yay, yippee, yay. Tie, yippee, yippee, yay.
Hey, there's a mob outside.
See that, John? Absolutely solid.
Yes, but that doesn't mean that it'll hold up for any length of time.
It looks to me like it would. Where's that prospector?
He's over in jail.
Quick, take the prisoners out the back way. Come.
You looking for these?
Why, you...
That's right, Sheriff. Let those men out there.
Rescue or lynching party?
All right. Yeah. We saw that sidewalk you built. We want to find out more about that cement of yours.
Looks like it worked out all right after all, Smokey.
I don't know what the charge is, Sheriff, but I'll be responsible for these men.
Well, I think they'll stay out of trouble for a while.
How do you know how much cement they have and if it will all meet the same specifications?
Oh, it's all first rate. I can guarantee that.
Now, just to be safe, we better have it analyzed.
I'll have a mining engineer and a geologist here on the next stage.
Well, that'll be bad news for you, Brady. We'll stop construction on the dam for the time being.
I figured that was coming. You're practically in the trading business.
know, I still have that summons for Judd Holbrook. You really should bring him in and get things straightened out.
Well, Judd won't cause you no more trouble, I promise you that.
If he shows up, you'll be the first one to talk to him, Sheriff.
The name is Carol.
I'll try to remember that.
Well, I thought you two would finally start getting acquainted.
How about my shave?
Bill Cummings?
That's right. My geologist, Charlie Stewart. How do you do?
Well, there it is, the first cement sidewalk west of the Susquehanna.
I'll get their bags.
Let me help you.
Thanks.
You're certainly in luck if you found natural cement here.
Oh, scads of it.
I don't have to tell you what your job is. Mr. Argyle will take you out to the cement deposits, and you can write your own report.
It'll probably take 2 or 3 days. You can live right at the house. There's a buckboard waiting for you down there. I'll get your bag.
Thanks.
I'll get this one, Gene. He's a nice fella. Make a fine catch for some girl.
You think so?
Yeah, the only thing bothers me, you wearing that badge, you know. You can cook, can't you?
Maybe I might drop out and show you.
That'll do it. There ain't nothing like getting at a man's heart through his stomach.
Only don't say anything about it. Let's make it a surprise, huh?
Now you're talking. Well, let's get going.
Well, we'll be anxiously awaiting your report.
I have an idea it'll be favorable.
Yep.
Hello.
Railroads, barbed wires, cement dams. The world's moving so fast, I don't know how a man's supposed to keep up with it.
It ain't so long ago there was no banks.
And if I have to keep shaving myself, there'll be one less barber.
Well, you're looking like a June bride instead of a sheriff.
Hello, Smokey.
Thought maybe you forgot about our surprise for Jean. Chicken and dumplings.
Well, I hope it's all right. You know, I'm a little out of practice.
Well, that's Jean now.
Mule train, mule train, clippity-clopping over hill and plain. Seems as how they never stop. Clippity-clop, clippity-clop, clippity-clippity, clippity-clippity, clippity-clopping along.
You go on. I'll finish the cooking.
For Rachel and Corona, a guitar for a cowboy way out in Arizona, a dress of calico for a pretty Navajo. Get along, Mule! Get along there, boy! Mule train, mule train, clippity-clopping along the mountain range. Soon they're gonna reach the top. Clippity-clop, clippity-clop, clippity-clippity, clippity-clippity, clippity-clopping along. There's some cotton thread and needles for the folks away out yonder, a shovel for a miner who left his home to wander, some rheumatism pills for the settlers in the hills. Get along, Mule! Get along there, boy! Mule train, mule train, clippity-clopping through the wind and rain. Sail be going till they drop. Clippity-clop, clippity-clop, clippity-clippity, clippity-clippity, clippity-clopping along. There's a letter full of sadness, it's black around the border, a pair of boots for someone who had 'em made to order, a Bible in the pack for the Reverend Mr. Black. Get along, Mule! Get along there, boy, get along!
Well, I suppose you have wonderful news about that cement.
You must be a mind reader.
Well, I don't have to be, the way you were singing.
Well, it's all high-grade natural cement, tested the same specifications all the way through.
We thought Smokey was bragging, but everything is as he said it would be.
Oh, well, that's wonderful.
Wash for supper, or don't you Mavericks want the supper Carol's cooked for you?
Bring it on, Smokey.
I'm starved.
Me too. This really smells good.
It sure does.
Yeah, there's one advantage of having a gal around. There ain't nothing better than home cooking.
Maybe you better wait till you've tried it.
Oh, these fellers would like anything. They've been eating my cooking for 3 days. Needs more salt. We're sure obliged to you, Carol, for dropping out and fixing supper for us.
Even if you did have to fix flapjacks for us.
Well, it's a thought that counts, and we sure do owe you something. Gene, you're to buy this gal a present, like a ring or something.
Smokey, please.
Smokey's right. I will have to send for that gift.
You know, being around him is like joining a Lonely Hearts Club.
Ain't that nice? Her riding all the way out here just to be friendly.
You're wrong, Smokey. She wanted to look around. She's still trying to find Judd Holbrook.
Well, that's her job, ain't it? It comes from that cliff.
Somebody will pay for this if I have to deputize the whole county to track them down.
Thanks, but I'll do the tracking myself. You'll find he's working for Brady.
Well, if he is, they'll both be in jail.
You ain't gonna let her take me in alone, are you?
She's the sheriff, isn't she?
Yeah, but I feel plumb foolish having a woman drag me in.
Serves you right.
Okay, get moving.
I'll be in tomorrow and sign the complaint. You sure was scared about something.
Probably facing a jail term, that's why.
Skeeter, come back here! Stop or I'll shoot!
I guess she was a crack shot with a carnival.
There wasn't any call to kill him.
I guess that lets Brady out. Your deputy won't be talking.
I'll get his horse. You can help me tie him on.
With that salty temper of hers, I wonder if maybe I didn't pick the wrong girl for you.
I've got the 2 men you want. They're not from town here, but I can vouch for them.
All right, bring them in.
I'm Rollins. This is Latigo.
I guess you'll do. You get this now, and the rest when the job's done.
Just where do we find these 2 hombres you want to get rid of? Here's one of your men now. The deal's off. Sometimes a man knows too much to back out. Go ahead and shoot. We wouldn't live long anyway trying to gun down that marshal.
Marshal?
Yeah, federal marshal.
Fastest man on the draw they've ever had around here. Why, he's plain suicide.
Marshal or not, he isn't bulletproof. Wait here. I thought you boys would be around.
Judd Holbrook sent us in to make a deal with you.
What you got in mind?
There's equipment coming in for the cement plant. It's got to be hauled from the railhead.
That's smart business. Push me out of a contract and then come around asking to use my wagons. What do you think the answer is?
I told you he'd turn us down.
We'll figure out some other way, Smokey. We don't have to use freight wagons. We'll haul it some other way.
Maybe I can handle that job after all. Yeah?
That marshal talking about wagons gave me an idea.
Go ahead, spill it.
Take it away. Bring on that other wagon.
Hey, Gene, last night one of our cars was broke into.
They broke the seal and took the whole carload.
What was in this car?
Blasting powder.
You know what that means?
Yeah, that's one way they can stop our wagons from getting through.
We'll have to tell the men. Let me have your attention, men. Before we start, I'm warning you. There's been enough powder stolen to blow these wagons off the road. But we're loaded and we might get through. If anybody wants to back out, now's your chance.
You can count on me.
What I'm saying is, if you want that reservoir, every one of these wagons must get through.
We're not driving wagons. We're building a dam for Trail's End.
Yeah, right. All right, let's get them rolling.
Well, get on this side.
anything for the next half mile, right on up ahead and keep your eyes open. Clear up ahead! Hold it! All clear.
Hold it! Hey, Gene! They're laying for us, all right. Fresh wagon tracks carrying a heavy load.
That outrider should have found them. Let's get away from this ridge. Come on, boys, let's get out of here. Double time.
Not a wagon left that can make it into town.
We better get a doctor out here. I don't like to move some of these men.
What's wrong?
I thought I saw a light.
Oh, it's them ghosts again.
Not this time.
Don't do that.
I give up. I give up. Don't.
I got him. I got him.
Don't point that gun. It might go off.
Well, so could this one.
But I wasn't going to use it. I just found it. I was trying to get away.
What are you doing prowling around here?
I know it's disgraceful being caught like this, but I didn't mean any harm. I was looking for Judd Holbrook.
To kill him?
Good heavens, no. I just wanted to clear up who owns this land. I'm a desperate man. I could lose the bank, everything I own.
What's a bank got to do with it?
I've been a fool, advancing money to Brady's broken-down freight company, almost out of business, but I thought, I never dreamed that they'd stop work at the dam.
Well, that don't alibi housebreaking and burglary. You're going to jail.
No, you can't do it. It would ruin me.
Let him go, Smokey.
You mean you're not going to prosecute?
We won't this time. But you better get out of here before I change my mind.
Yeah, sure. It won't happen again.
Hurry up, get.
Yes.
What you want to let him go for?
We can use him if he's tied in with Brady.
For a marshal, you get some of the all-farthest ideas.
Why?
Craziest thing I ever heard of. Sending a telegram from a dead man.
You busy, Sheriff?
Oh, come in, Homer.
I heard you were looking for Judd Holbrook.
Do you know where he is?
It says reward, but it don't say how much.
$500 reward if you can help us find him.
Easy as pie.
Clayton Hodges, Trails End Bank, and make deal with you personally if you get legal ownership of freight wagons. We'll meet you Junction Crossing, 8 o'clock, Holbrook.
Telegrams are supposed to be confidential, but anytime I can do a favor for the law...
You did the right thing, Homer. Deliver this to Mr. Hodges.
Figured you'd want me to do that. Got the envelope right with me. Good night, Sheriff.
Good night, Homer. Bud, this is a job you'd better handle.
Waiting for somebody, Hodges?
Huh? Oh, yes. I was. A friend of mine.
Yeah, a friend by the name of Judd Holbrook?
Now, look, Sam. I have a right to protect my own interests.
By double-crossing me and selling out behind my back?
Get down out of there. We'll give you a chance. Start walking.
Sam, you wouldn't shoot me. You wouldn't dare. Sam! Sam!
Drop those guns. Get their horses behind those rocks.
Horses? Yeah, sure.
I'll make a cement coffin for the first man that moves.
Got some prisoners for you, Carol. These men tried to kill me. The marshal saw the whole thing.
Marshal? You're a marshal?
You'll get used to it when the shock wears off.
You want me to lock him up, Sheriff?
Why, yes, if Mr. Hodges wants to sign a complaint.
With the utmost pleasure.
Haven't you anything to say for yourself?
I'll do my talking when I haven't got a gun on my back.
This way, gentlemen. Wait a minute. You won't be needing this badge.
Are you sure you can prove it was attempted murder?
That's only part of it. Brady's the one who wrecked our wagons. All the evidence points that way.
In that case, he does belong in jail.
You've made your last threat to me, Sam Brady. Warned me, didn't you, that the bank would be in the freighting business? Well, that's just what it's going to be. Carol, I've got a job for you. You're serving attachment on Sam Brady's freight wagons and livestock. He owes a debt to the bank, and he can't pay off.
I'll have a court order signed first thing in the morning.
From now on, if you have any freighting you want done, just let me know.
Well, that sounds more like it. I hope you don't mind Gene invading your territory like this.
Why, not at all.
Hand like that sure would look good wearing jewelry.
Soon will be.
You heard what he said, Carol. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Now you're getting smart.
Well, no one could accuse you of being overloaded with brains.
How did I know he was going to show up out there?
You had no business going out unless you had someone watching Autrey.
Oh.
Worked out just like you said it would.
Now it's our move.
You ain't give up looking for Brady.
He's probably halfway out of the country by now.
I don't think so. Bring your men. I'll show you where to look for him.
Well, all right. Maybe you're luckier than I am.
We got your telegram, Marshal.
I told my deputies to meet me here.
You see that crossroads down there?
Yes, I know. That's the state line.
Now, the way Gene's got it figured out, anybody as broke as Brady is might try and take his wagons out of the state before you can serve him with that attachment.
Even if he were right, it's a long chance with all the other roads he might have taken.
I'm gambling it takes this one. Keep an eye on those roads, men.
No sign of them yet, Gene.
How long you figure to take those wagons to get here from Trail's End?
Well, they should have passed by now. Why don't we try the Sand Canyon Road?
That's a good idea. Mike, take a couple of the boys and ride over to Sand Canyon.
Harry, Frank?
Hey, Gene, wait. I think they're coming.
Wait till they pass the crossroads. Then Brady's running stolen property over the state line. Mount up, men.
Here they come.
Get Brady off that wagon. Now you can get that cement plant started, Smokey.
My congratulations.
Say, seems like this would be a good time to give Carol that jewelry you bought her.
That's a good idea.
Where do you see this?
Now close your eyes. Put out your hands.
What's that for? What do you think you're doing?
That's a present for working with Brady.
You only made one mistake, Carol. You should have stayed with that carnival.
Mule train, mule train, clippity-clopping over hill and plain. Seems as how they never stop. Libbity-clop, libbity-clop, libbity-clippity, libbity-clippity, clippity-clopping along. There's a plug of John the Backer for Rancher in Corona, a guitar for a cowboy way out in Arizona, a dress of calico for the pretty Navajo. Get along, Mule! Get along, get along, get along, get along.